I live in a small city now where the night sky looks like this. So I want to try capturing the Milky Way for the first time. From failed attempts to shots I didn't even expect to get, I can see the Milky Way. This is the story about how I captured the Milky Way. But before that, here's what I've got to capture our galaxy. Sony a7 IV, Sigma 2470 2.8, Viltrox 20 2.8, Manfrotto tripod, no experience in astrophotography, and Bortle class 4. Wait, what even that? Let's find out. Here we can check the light pollution on the map. Let's take Portugal as an example. In the city it's Bortle class 8, you can barely see any stars here. But outside the city, here for example, it's Bortle 3. It's much darker and you see more. As I said earlier, I'm in Bortle 4 now, you can see lots of stars with your eyes, but the camera can capture way more. But why can the camera see more than our eyes? Our eyes take a photo almost instantly. If the light isn't there at that moment, we just don't see it. Instead, we can tell the camera to take a photo slowly. 5, 10, 20 seconds or even more. And while the shot is being taken, it keeps collecting light. That's why the camera sees way more stars. But my goal isn't just that, I want to capture the Milky Way. We are here and I want to capture this part, the galaxy core. This is roughly how the Milky Way looks from our position. So, what's the point of all this boring stuff? Can we just go to shoot some galactic space? Well, that's exactly what I did. The result? Lots of stars and satellites, but no sign of the Milky Way. Then I realized, without prep, I'll get nothing. So here's the key things. Light pollution, we talked about it earlier. The moon. After a couple of tries shooting stars, I decided to try to shoot the Milky Way, and this was the result. You might ask, where are the Milky Way? Well, here it is. Yeah, you can barely see it. After a few more tries with the same result, I got disappointed, but I did some research and found the problem. It was nearly full moon. After that it was clear, the moon is your enemy in astrophotography, and one of the most important things to track. Astronomical night is when it's fully dark, it starts 2 hours after sunset and ends 2 hours before sunrise. Milky Way position, time and place in the sky. Clouds, the fewer, the better. Besides the light pollution side, I use 2 apps. Sky Guide shows Milky Way and moon position, Clear Outside shows moon phase, nighttime and clouds. If you want to shoot the Milky Way, that's minimum prep you need. Let's move on to the shooting. I really like Milky Way time-lapses when the stars actually move, not just still photos, so I decided to shoot time-lapses. To get that, I need to take a series of long exposure photos. Luckily my camera can do it straight from the menu. No external remotes or trigger needed. Drive mode, interval shoot. The interval should be 1 to 2 seconds plus exposure time. Then I set the number of shots, and once I started, I can just go to sleep. These are the best settings I started with. I shot on every clear night, each time-lapse was full of stars, but you can capture the Milky Way only if you know exactly where and when to shoot. I found it using Sky Guide. You can fast forward time and preview its position. Very handy. I couldn't leave the camera in the yard, the house blocked this part of the sky. So I had 2 options. First, shooting from the inside the room. I set up a mosquito net with a hole for the lens. The result wasn't bad at all, but the brightest part of the Milky Way wasn't in the frame. Second option, shooting from the balcony. But there is one problem, one very bright problem. The street light. I tried hiding from it in all sorts of ways, but it still lit up the bottom of the frame. Anyway, it's the best spot I've got. This shot I actually really like. With the right sound, it almost feels like a Star Wars battle is happening up there. But not everything went as planned. One night, I set up the camera to shoot till morning, and later realized clouds ruined the whole time-lapse. So I kept playing with settings and waiting for the moon to be at its slowest phase. this video it was almost a new moon. The Milky Way is clearly visible, these were my ideal settings. For a city location with Bortle 4, these are the best shots I could get. I'll be honest, I'm still not happy with the result, but I'm not giving up, so tonight I'm going to a darker place, Bortle Class 2.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.